Chattin 88 at 8.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Here we go. Oh, freaking out.
Okay, first of all, I am so glad you're here. I just had to kill the last 20 minutes I had to kill because I was performing outside. I literally was digging deep to figure out what the hell to talk about.
How was the outdoor patio?
Good. The weather was great. The people enjoyed it. We had the Purple Grand out there. We had drums and bass. It was a rockin' show.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's always a blast when you can have some rhythm section, right? Kayla Williams, tell us where you're from. Give us a little bit of history as to when music came into your life, and at what point did you decide, yep, this is the path I'm going to take?
From Ponoka, Alberta. I'm coming at you from my childhood basement right now. My bedroom.
Basement.
My basement, which is my current studio because pandemic happened and I had to move back home, a highlight of my life. But I am grateful, Mom and Dad. Thank you. So I was just about to move to Calgary, still in the plans, but yeah, from Ponoka. And then, but I would say I'm a Red Deerian because I've been there for 10 years, right? Something like that, right. Over 10 years. And my history, I suppose, is like, I don't know, I just was always singing, like, from the age of 3 or something. My mom would hear me in the bathtub, like correcting myself, like wrong note, you gotta get it. Like just kind of had that innate musical, interest, I suppose, and then like took lessons, did it all through high school, whatnot, and then just there was really never another answer. Like I remember being at like guidance counseling sessions, they're like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, be a singer. And they're like, okay, but let's have a realistic option. And I'm like, nope, just a singer. And I remember they were getting mad at me in high school for not taking like certain maths or sciences, and I just was like, I'm not gonna need it, I'm gonna be a musician. Like I just want the bare minimum. So it was just kind of funny. I just had that, I just knew, like, that it's just in your heart and you don't want to, I just never had a plan B. And I think that's a good thing. It just, you love it.
Right. I know the feeling when it comes to being asked what's your, what's the reality of, like, let's have a real answer instead of doing music. Are you like, you're going to be a science teacher, or are you going to, like, what's the real job you're going to do?
Right.
So speaking of plan B, being that you don't really have a plan B and you're putting 100% energy forward into your music, let's talk about, you did it with Canada Music Incubators, is that correct? Yes. So just recently you went to Banff, is that correct? Tell us about that.
It was in Calgary.
Oh, was it in Calgary? Okay, my bad. So then just tell us quickly about what that project was and how that kind of is helping you kind of, get back into, well, not get back into, but keep the momentum going, I suppose, in your music career.
Yeah, so I did that program in November/December of this past year, and it was fabulous. They typically run out of Toronto, but they have a Calgary program of it, like a version of it, a smaller version. And it was basically like 11 artists that just learn everything about the business side of music. So not necessarily, we did a little bit of coaching, like a little bit of performance, but it was mostly like business stuff. So you're talking rights and royalties and touring and copyrights and managers and publishers and like just all the hard stuff. And like my brain 10 times a day was exploding. And you do something like that and you're like, well, I guess I'll quit, because because you're supposed to be 100. Really, when people think musician, they're like, oh, this is just fun for you, right? And then you get something, like we had a gig get canceled last minute when we drove out to, say, Kelowna 2 weekends ago, and the woman was like, yeah, well, I mean, no big deal, but it's like, as a musician, you spend time to practice. It's not just that time. It's like, it's everything. So that program kind of just like highlighted that you are everything. Like when you're at this level, you are the manager and the publisher and the writer and the artist and the performer, the booker, the touring manager, the agent. Like there's so many roles. It's 100 jobs wrapped into one. And like your life doesn't stop, as you know. Like you're always doing something. You're always promoting. You're working on something. There's the social media and digital marketing. Like it's crazy. It's nuts. And then talk about releasing music, and it's a whole nother ballgame. So so it was amazing because of the knowledge that it dropped into my brain. And as equally as overwhelming though. So I would definitely, I don't know, just going forward, I definitely have like a broader idea of like different tactics I can use and have like people I can reach out to. So it was absolutely fabulous. Couldn't recommend higher. It was just lovely.
I agree with you on everything you said, but I have to also say the hard part about that is keeping the discipline to making sure that you continue to do it all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's all the time.
It's 24/7. People don't realize that. It's not just the show, and it's not just the prep. It's like, I literally, you know, I've taken a little bit of break over summer, and with COVID, I definitely paused because I think we all had to for a moment, and you know, it really made you evaluate. However, it came back down to, I'm like, I love it. Like, it doesn't make me want to stop, even though the gigs might be more challenging to get and the shows might be less and the people might be less. Like, it's just like, it doesn't, you know, there's just a part of me that innately just loves it to the core, that it wouldn't even matter if anybody else is there or watching. I love creating music, listening to music, doing music, performing music. Like, any part of it is like, it's one of those things. It's like such a soul filler, right? Like,
so then what's your favorite, what's out of everything that you just listed, from marketing to business to promotion to creating to laying tracks down, working on the new album, blah, 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 all of that.
Yeah.
What part of, what slice of that heaven, okay, do you enjoy the most?
So 3, top would be performing, because like, you don't get a higher high than performing in front of a live audience. Like, nothing
Agreed.
higher, right? Like, nothing in the world. Right under that for me, probably recording, because I absolutely love seeing a song come together, like hearing this like building of a track. Like, it's so exciting to me, and like, I can sit there and zone in on something for 12 hours and just like not eat and do anything. Like, it's so like, you know, like, you're in the zone with
That's the weight loss program.
Yeah,
I need it.
It's so true. You look at any recording engineer, they're like, I'll just eat some nuts, and then they're like on the go. And so there's that, and then I'd say right under that is songwriting, because like, creating music to me, it's also like, I don't share a lot of things that I create. You know, there's probably hundreds of songs no one will ever hear, but it's like, I need to do it. It's like that therapy side of it, that you have to just, when there's something in your life, you have to get it out. So like 3, both, like all 3 are, and then listening to music is like, I can't go a minute without it, really.
Keeping educated, right? There's new music all the time. It's amazing how much music is out there.
Oh, it's crazy.
Speaking of how much music is out there, why don't you indulge us with our first song and sing us an original of yours? And what's it called? And let's sit back and enjoy what you've got for us.
Sure, let's do it. So the first one I'm gonna do is probably the oldest one, and I'm sure if anyone's seen me before, they'll have heard this song. And it's Parking Lot, and it's from a 2018, I believe I released it. And it's just this, I mean, the recording you're gonna hear is like synth and craziness and all this nuts. But this is my acoustic version of it, where it was, you know, bass. And it's really a song just about summer, my love of summer. And when you get done a show and you get outside and the heat's just, you know, covering your body, and you have all these people around you, all your friends and fans and other musicians, you're all just hanging out in a parking lot. That's what happens after a show, right? As a musician, that's what this is all about. So it's called Parking Lot. Can you hear the keyboard, or do I need to turn it on?
It's like, it's prime.
Is it good? Okay, we got it. There was a start of June, but the night was warm. Oh, you remember standing outside and no one home. I remember joking around with no real intention. I remember something caught my attention. Oh, that night never did Summertime's got me like that. I'm singing something down to you. That kind of he can make it so confused. Not the first time and not the last. Summertime's got me like that. And it felt right. It felt right until late at night. Now that you're mine, now I'm wondering why. Ooh, standing in a parking lot, everyone was drunk and feeling high, looking for a bus that would last. Summertime's got me like that. I'm saying something dumb to you. That kind of he can make it so confused. Not the first time and not the last. Summertime's got me like that. Oh no, summertime's got me like that. No, 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 summertime's got me like that.
Oh my God. Okay, I've never heard that song before. I love the bridge. Love the bridge. You're such a you're such a great singer. I love it. I love that. I love that F sharp that on the bottom there. Oh, I love that. Do no da 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 do 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 boom boom boom. Love it. Well done. Well written. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Okay, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Least favorite color?
Red.
Favorite sound?
I don't know. My dog crying in his sleep.
Oh, that is so cute. It's pathetic too.
Yeah, it's so sad. It's so cute though.
What is your least favorite sound?
I like plates, knives, like cutlery on plates.
Cutlery on plates.
Like
What is
that.
your favorite smell?
Mayday trees, like in the springtime. Mayday flowers. They're so
Okay, and your least favorite smell?
shit, garbage.
It's
No, you know
legit.
what's a weird pet peeve smell? When someone peels an orange and then they have like that orange peel smell on their hands. Like so gross. I had a teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like I love the smell of a fresh orange, but on someone's hands it changes the smell. And I remember I had like a grade 7 teacher who ate an orange every class, and I was like like gagging every class. I hate it. It's so gross.
How much? Wow, you got like a nose like a hound. You can like sniff out the different chemicals, the chemical changes between the citrus that that's impressive. I'm impressed.
Apparently. Oh, and cigarettes, right? Like that too on somebody's hands or like
residual smoke smell.
Yeah. I am like a hound though. My nose is twisted.
I meant that in the nicest way possible, by the way. I was.
No, I hear you. It's funny.
Thank you. Okay. Who's your favorite artist?
Oh, the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson.
Oh wow. Okay. And your least favorite artist?
I don't know. Mariana's Trench.
Oh, that's one of my husband's favorite bands.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't handle that man's voice. I can't.
Oh.
Or the songs. I'm one of the people that hates other bands that other people love. Like, I don't really like Tom Petty. And everybody will be like, ah! Or I don't really like City and Color. Like, I don't love it. I don't know. It's
okay. You're allowed to not like. What's your favorite song you're listening to right now?
Right now, obsessed with a song called Warm Animal by the band Sure Sure. Like S-U-R-E.
And if there's a song that comes on the radio, what is it that you absolutely despise? That you're like, no, I'm done. I'm turning the channel.
Like probably Billie Eilish. Like I like some of it, but I just can't. Like I don't know. It's too much. I don't mind some of it. I'll probably change the channel. Yeah.
And that, you know, and this is all fair, where music is objective, art is subjective, and we get the opportunity to like it or not like it, right? I mean, it doesn't make it bad,
true.
or it doesn't make it good. And I think that's what's really cool about it. Speaking of really cool about music in its subjective form, let's talk about your new single that you're in the studio doing that's coming out in the fall. I saw your little promo videos that you did there, little sneak peeks. I was excited because you got a trumpet player kicking it in the studio there. I was like, so, okay, how much did this cost? And no, because we know that producing music is not, it's not cheap. It's not, you know, it takes a lot of money. Tell us about this experience getting back in the studio and working with these people in this single you got coming out.
It was really exciting. So I basically, during COVID, or like the kind of height of the pandemic, being stuck inside, wrote a song that's like, I don't know if anyone will hear that it's about, kind of that time and like being stuck and away from everybody, but that's totally what it's about. And I was like, man, I like the groove of this, and I really I don't want to go another, like, a whole year without releasing anything. I've had a single out every year since 2017, trying to get an EP or an album, but I want to do it in like a studio, so it's very expensive. So far, one single year is what I can afford. It is so pricey, like, really. So yeah, I got basically Spencer from OCL Studios, he's near Calgary there. I had met through the program, through CMI, and just was like, would you like to do this song with me? He was all about it. He's like, I love the 70s vibe. It's very 70s, hence the horns and stuff, which I didn't know that day if he'd actually have horns in. And the guy walks in and I was like, like, I was like a child, like I was in a candy shop. I was so happy. And he was like, he did trumpet and trombone, and I was like, loved it. So freaked out. And then even like the bass player that came in, he laid it down in like 15-20 minutes, and it was just like, I was like melting. He was just like butter. He was just rolling it out. I was like, this is crazy. And
those are the saving graces that make things more affordable when doing music, right, is having musicians come in and not waste time.
Right? Yeah, they were incredibly professional and talented. So it was just freaking fun. And yeah, this song just kind of came about, and I just figured I want to do this, and it really worked out quite well. I had applied, so like there's a grant that you can apply for, that I am applying for an EP, like a half album, right? And I didn't get it. No artist got it. It's from the Alberta Foundation of the Arts, and no one got it in June. I had done this application, felt really good about it, and then no one got any money. And so it was like, you have to reapply in September because of COVID. You have to do everything because of COVID, and like, so that was frustrating. But at the same time, it gave me the opportunity. Now I'm gonna have this song that will be one of my demos for the grant that I'm asking for a lot of money to do an EP, and it'll be a perfect potential like song and just an experience working with these amazing producers, and like it might just elevate my grant a little bit more, like, I don't know, but I feel really good about it. And I was like, you know what, things happen for a reason, maybe that's why, and maybe I'm gonna get this grant, maybe I'll be able to do an EP, because I'm not going into personal debt to make an album. Tell you what, it's not gonna happen. So until that point that I can get funding, I'm going to just be doing singles, right, as I can afford them. And
yeah. What's it called?
It's called Stealing from My Youth. So
right,
that is like very much the feeling I had during COVID, like when I was away from everybody and you can't connect with anybody, you can't see anybody. And I can't date anybody. I'm super single. And I was like, I can't even go out and meet anybody. And I was like, this pandemic is literally stealing from my youth. Like, it's taking days away from me that I can't, you know what I mean? That you feel like you can't function properly. And right, so that's kind of what it's about. So it's sort of sad, but it's also somewhat uplifting in parts. And like, you know, it's very groovy though. Super. I get 70s. I've heard different theories now from other people. I've heard 90s.
Well,
I've heard
sorry. We're going to be able to listen to it in the fall. So September?
I'm thinking October. I need time, but October I'm hoping for.
Okay. And we can catch it on, of course, Spotify, iTunes, and all those lovely places.
Oh yeah, I'll be blasting it.
Speaking of blasting it, why don't you take us into another original of yours?
Love it. So I'm going to do, the next two songs I'm going to do are very new, like not recorded anywhere, and just really more chilled out songs, I suppose. Will these make it on the EP? I don't know, maybe. And this next one is a song called Listening Ear, and it was about a friend who was going through like a real rough time.
We got some roads happening.
Yeah,
or
my favorite sound in the world. If you ever know a Kayla sound, it's roads, like every minute. I love it. Oh, hang on. Can you give me one quick sec? I'm going to change the setting.
You bet.
I still have to look at the lyrics a little bit because these are pretty new.
She's going to sing us a song now. We don't know what it's called. It's called A Secret in my mind.
Listening ear. Listening ear.
Listening ear, and that's what we're going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen. Kayla Williams, take it away.
Thank you. First thing in the morning, get a message from you. You say you wanna talk, can you call me soon? It was a rough night, feeling confused. You need a minute of my time, you know I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You've got friends, honey. You've got a friend right here. You've got love, darling. You don't have to look too far. You've got friends, honey. You've got a friend right here. And if you want it, darling, I'll be your listening ear. Listening ear. I've been down that road that you're walking on. I know that it is dark and it is long. But if you just ask someone, you don't have to be alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You've got friends, honey. You've got a friend right here. You've got love, darling. You don't have to look too far. You've got friends, honey. You've got a friend right here. And if you want it, darling, I'll be your listening ear. Listening you don't have to look too far. No, no, no. Girl, we got your back where you are. If you are in trouble, when life is hurting, you don't have to look too far. No, no. You got friends, honey. You got a friend right here. You got love, darling. Don't have to look too far. You've got friends, honey. You've got a friend right here. And if you want it, darling, I'll be your listening ear. Listening ear. Oh, don't have to look, no, you don't have to look too far. You've got friends right here.
I got to get you into your next song, but I just have a couple. I got a couple things to say, and I got a question for you. First thing, it is. I hope to the best. I wish the best of success for you, Kayla. I truly, truly do, honey. You are absolutely phenomenal. I love watching you perform live. I think you are so amazing at songwriting, and you are phenomenal at singing. I just, it's so interesting because we both teach voice, and I'm watching you sing, and I'm like, I just love your control in your front part here.
Yeah.
I love how you can.
Resonance.
I know. I love how you control. I love how you control your sound. That was a beautiful song. Two things. One, it makes me think of like a Brandy tune from 1994 or something of the sort. Or it makes me think of something like don't take this the wrong way, but it sounds like it sounds like a song by TLC that the producers rejected.
Wow,
I think it's
quite a comment. Yeah, that's amazing.
It's such a good tune. It's like it shouldn't have been rejected is my point. It was so good. Like
I love it.
It's so good. 90s. Like it's so good. Like
it's so funny that people are hearing 90s. I'm hearing like all 70s.
You're hearing 70s? Oh no, it got 90s.
It's so funny. I've heard that. Like I've heard 90s. I've heard like Michael Jackson era, like through. I'm just like, that's so funny.
No. This is totally Brandy. This is totally like you know, like somebody from a band of just it's so good. It was I think it was the Rhodes, which brings me to my next two questions before we finish off here, Kayla. What is your instrument of choice? What are you playing on?
I don't know. It's just a Roland BK5.
Oh, it's a Roland. Sorry, I know it's a piano. It's not a flute or anything else.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's nice. It's like very versatile with all its sounds. Like very
right. So it's a Roland. Your Roland of choice, right?
I like Roland. Yeah.
Perfect.
Then, you know, I'm trying to do guitar. You can see it over here. I'm not good at it, but I'm trying.
I think I can play an E major chord on a guitar. Last question for you before you play us out here tonight, Kayla. I wanted to thank you so much for joining us today on Chattin 88 at 8 here with Curtis LaBelle. Last question for you today. What is a pet peeve that you despise and you hate the most that you wish you could change in the world so that it makes you happier when it happens?
Now this could be convoluted. This could be either way. I don't know. But a pet peeve is just like, I don't know, people not being honest, like fake.
So lying.
Like people that like pretend to be one way and then are different. Like I just can't handle it. I'm like, I will offend people with how honest I am. Like it's maybe not good. Like sometimes that's why I'm like, it's a blessing and a curse, because honesty can be really rough, you know, but like I'll take it and I'll give it. And I prefer if people are just honest than like
right from the beginning
front and then being something
okay else. So second last question, and then we'll go into this last song for you. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I don't know. I've said invisibility, but that just seems dangerous. I don't know, having the ability to just snap your fingers and have whatever you want, have a recording studio, you know what I mean? Like get the things you want. That'd be sweet. Or to like be like, bam, I can have a little bit of extra cash in my pocket. I don't know. That's a terrible
bam, extra cash. Well, how about this? I'll do this. Bam, ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Williams.
Thank you, Curtis. I do want to say thank you so much for inviting me. This was really fun, and you're a fantastic human. You're a fantastic artist. Love the tie-dye, by the way. And I also
courtesy of my bass player's wife.
That's amazing. I seriously wish you all the best. I do think you also have all the talents. Because like, can you, sorry, I know we're almost done. Can you tell me like a little bit about the shot?
Oh, well, now it's the opposite way. Just, I guess, really quickly, the shot is, we're in season 8. So this year it's called The Shot Remastered due to COVID. It's similar to The Launch or America's Got Talent in the sense that it's for singer-songwriters. So this is season 8, and everything is virtual. I just made it into top 40, and we move on to the next round September 19th, and it goes till the end of November. And I'm looking forward to going through the finish line. That's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah. Seriously. Thank you. That's exciting. That's really exciting. I love that it's songwriter based as well. I think that's interesting. You know, it's like as an artist, you can be a great singer, but I think you need those songs, right? You have to. Yes, it's true. And another thing about the shot too this year is that because it's COVID and they've changed some of it up, it's also dealing with a lot of the artist development and the management of the business end of it and all that stuff, because the winner of the competition, they sign a record label and a management deal and all that stuff with different teams and things. Amazing. Well, best of luck, my friend. Best of luck. You're going to kill it. Grazie, signorita.
All right, this is like my slowest song. And you know what? It sounds, I showed it to Melody, she's like, it sounds really depressing. I'm like, it might, but you know what it's actually about? It's about self-love. I'm feeling really good lately. I feel really good about myself, about my life, about even despite COVID, how like everything's just coming up, you know? You put it out there and it comes back at you. So just good vibes, man. Good vibes.
We're going to try something really quick here. I'm going to unplug something and I want to know if you can still hear me, okay?
Sure.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, just more distant, but you're there.
Okay, I'm going to just unplug it so that the audience can hear you perform this last song, okay?
Cool. Let's do it. It's called
Okay,
Sunny.
take it away.
It happened overnight. My mind was washed and everything was going right. Even though nothing's when I opened up my eyes, I could see 1,000 years, like coming out of the night, opening the blinds, they get underneath the covers. Trying not to make a sound. Am I even here at all? I do remember I was small. Lately, I feel so lovely. Morning cars and my dreams are sunny. Oh, maybe this is temporary. The evening comes and my dreams are sunny.
Thank you so much. The audience is clapping.
Hey!
Thank you so much, Kayla. I don't have the other microphone plugged in right now, but that was absolutely a treat. I just want to say that last song, I just felt like I was cruising down in the mountains, going to the cottage, just with the wind in my hair, listening to that song.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very blunt with my honest opinions on songs, but
I love it. I love it. You know what? I'm never gonna forget like Rejected TLC. I love that.
Rejected TLC.
See, that's what I like about you, Chris. You're honest. I like that. I really do.
I mean, I'm harmless when I say it. I just be like, that's what popped into my head, and then I say, anyway. Thank you so much, Kayla. I will let you bow out from the call today, and I'll just add a couple of things to the show. But ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Kayla Williams. Clapping at home, clapping here in the live studio audience. Thank you so much. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, that's Chattin 88s at 8, Facebook, and you can also find Kayla Williams music on all social media platforms. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Welcome. Have a good night. Here live from the Vinyl Den in Red Deer, Alberta. My name is Curtis LaBelle. Chattin 88 at 8. Have a wonderful evening. Mwah.